Global Equity Initiative and other co-sponsors to organizing this event. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I would like to summarize, first of all, I would like to summarize basically what these three speakers have said in a very concise way. You have heard the eyewitness accounts in Burma, the persecution against Rohingya people since 1962. And I was also born, like these speakers, I was also born in Burma. I was raised, I went to school, I did my undergraduate education in Burma before I came to the United States for graduate studies. The situation in Burma against Rohingya ethnic minority, the persecution against Rohingya minority is immense. It is not only a Burma issue anymore. It is a regional issue, expanding to global issue. That's why international community is speaking out, because it has reached the level of international concern. As you have heard eyewitness testimony, the center of this problem is the government of Burma. You heard Rakhine extremists attacking Rohingya Muslims, burning villages. These are all tools. Rakhine extremists are tools used by the Burmese government to destabilize Rakhine state so that a mass population movement can take place. People who leave cannot stand the massacre, violence, ethnic cleansing, all kind of terms you can apply to this individual case. That's what the strategy is. What the government of Myanmar in 1962 and after that has envisioned what will be 50 years down the road after doing all these violations against Rohingya ethnic minority and persecution, what they've envisioned 50 years, 60 years later is what's happening today. That's what they have projected, that even if someday democracy comes, we will not let these people get their rights. So that's how things have been set up. Last 2012, you saw a alleged rape case, set up rape case in southern Rakhine State. These are all pre-planned events, strategically pre-planned. So I will not go beyond that. We have heard all the story. I would like to give an international perspective. I've been working with the international community for quite a few years, and what I would like to mention the major players in this Rohingya issue. Of course, OIC, Organization Islamic Cooperation, starting from Secretary General to Cabinet to Muslim Minority Department, a ministerial contact group, even OIC Mission New York is a major player. U.S. government is a major player, particularly State Department, and also legislatures, not only U.S. government legislature, also Canadian, European, and other countries. They have been passing laws, hearing, and then there are investigations going on. This government, United Nations is a big player, particularly OHCHR, OSHA, my good friend from OSHA is sitting there in the audience, UNHCR. There are other organizations, UN organizations are involved in this, big player, and European Union, British government particularly, and some other countries, Scandinavian particularly, and other governments around the world, they are also involved, and international NGOs, especially relief organizations and human rights organizations, international advocacy organizations, just like Burma Task Force, Arkan Rohingya Union, like that. And also, let's not forget, we have players in Burma. West players in Burma, they have been a major player in this issue. So I'm going to go to highlight the United Nations Security Council, General Assembly. We have been working all summer long, pre-planning this General Assembly that took place a few days ago. OIC ambassadors, led by Saudi Ambassador Muallami, in conjunction with OIC mission head, Ambassador Ofuk, they have been working with our Rohingya Union, other organizations, all summer long preparing for this resolution. Just came out, submitted last Friday. That was very significant. It was submitted last Friday to Secretariat of Third Committee of the General Assembly. It will be in the agenda of Third Committee soon, and it is a consensus resolution. It is a country-specific consensus resolution that has been introduced. It was going to pass. There's no vote required. It's no blocking. There's no divisiveness in there. And generally, Burma, the government of Burma, comply. Does not defy to this. So that resolution this year, 2014, is much stronger than 2013. So I'll go a little bit, if I have enough time, I'll go cover that a little bit, because 10 minutes is not enough for this magnitude of the problem for Rohingya Police Speaker. I hope we have to do more. So in this resolution, paragraph 3, 7, 8, and 9 are pertinent to, relevant to Rohingya, particularly paragraph 8 and 9. I'm going to go over a little bit on that. What does that mean for Rohingya? 8 and 9. Paragraph 8, the name Rohingya is mentioned. Significant, in contrast to Burmese government trying to eliminate the identity. Rohingya is mentioned, and then there are so many other things you will see is mentioned there, but I want to highlight among those all important points, freedom of movement is there in the resolution, and then we have a self-identification as Rohingya. United Nations is demanding Myanmar government that you have to respect the international law and have these people express themselves that they're Rohingya. Citizenship issue is mentioned. There was a technical issue with 1982 citizenship law. Hopefully we can get that next year if problem is sustained until remain until next year. But it did address full citizenship, as you see, full citizenship for Rohingya community, equal to any other ethnic minority. Right to marry, that's an important one. So there's others that you will see. It will come out in due course of time, this internal, but I was allowed by United Nations there's a group, third committee, to speak about it too. So I got permission from them. And then paragraph 9 is also relevant to Rohingya issue. Again, you can see full citizenship there, fundamental freedom for them. So paragraph 9 has that. So, and then their consistency of the international community, US government, Congress, we have a House Resolution 418 passed, United States government demanding Myanmar government to end persecution, and also asking US government to pressure Myanmar government persecution. So that's what that was about. And also a special rapporteur's report is consistent with the demand from Security General Assembly and the US Congress. The same thing here. I'm not going to detail of that. You probably have that been published recently. You probably saw that special rapporteur's report. So now, in my conclusion, I have 2 points here. It may take me a minute or two. Obstacles. What are the problems? What are the problems in ending this persecution of Rohingya? Although international community is making a lot of efforts, heavily involved, but still why? Why is not resolved? What's the problem? So there are issues that internal problems first. Inside Burma, extremist elements in Burmese government is dominating the government. And the old military, old thinkers, the same people who ruled the country with iron fist and hate and bigotry for 60 years, the same people in the power. The architect of persecution. Now they want to be problem solver. You are the one who caused the problem. Now, international community asking you to solve the problem. It doesn't make sense. Somebody else will solve the problem, because these are architect of this problem that we are asking to solve it in Burma, current government. Honesty, integrity, and sincerity is not there. So that's a stumbling block. And what the government is using Rakhine as a tool. Oh, we need to get their opinion, we need to make them happy, we need to respect their wishes. That's a tool we are using. And tell Rakhine,
what to do, and then tell the international community that these people are a democratic process, their voice has to be heard. That's another trick. International level, premature move, lifting sanctions. Big mistake. Europeans, part of our government, did a big mistake lifting the sanctions early enough because of the euphoria. Democratic movement, the democratic transition in Burma, it's a big euphoria. Without thinking, without having a thought whether we are going too fast or not. That was the big problem. A stumbling block has become a stumbling block for this issue. Lack of insight, military, complicated military, political military machinery in Burma for many 50 years. International community doesn't seem to understand how tricky they are. So that's a problem. I need to understand they are not honest, they are not sincere, they will play games. We are not understanding that. Mixed messages. One country will say one thing, one organization will say one thing, ASEAN will be going, or kind of some members of ASEAN will be saying something else, will not agree with OIC. That's sending the wrong message to Burmese government. And then and no access. We don't know really exactly. We know various surface, of the tip of the iceberg. We don't know what's exactly going on because no access to the region, and ASEAN itself is a problem. So last slide would be what are the keys? What are the keys? Moderate intent has to be promoted. Honest and sincere players has to be there. And then there has to be a consistent policy in Burmese government. And then Burmese government has to be an honest facilitator for peace, not that part taking the sides. Internationally, we have to demand government to reinstate the sanction and keep the one which is right now. Also make a list of the sanction, the blacklist in the Burmese government officials who are violating human rights. And most importantly, the 1982 citizenship law. We have to target that. So long as that citizenship law is there, we really don't think there is going to be a good solution for this. That citizenship law has to be dismantled or significantly amended, revised. That is the centerpiece of the Rohingya problem, is 1982 citizenship law. Self-identification, we have to demand that Myanmar government has to agree to that, recognize the Rohingya ethnic minority as it was prior to 1962. Media presence, international presence in Arakan, throughout Arakan is very important. And then finally, UN resolution, US Senate resolution will be coming up, need to be going forward in the future for future coming years. Thank you very much.